Hey, what's up, you guys? It's the Sweet Tea Show, and I'm back with Love and Hip Hop New York, season 9, and this is the reunion. Thank God. I'm so glad this is the reunion. This was a boring season. I only found two things funny about this season, and that was when Jonathan said bye bitch to that girl that supposed to be his friend. She wasn't even at the reunion. I noticed that Anais. So that's the only thing I found funny. And besides the fact that um Sydney Star clucked her ass at that half a Nia Lee. So other than that, that's the only thing I found funny this season. So let's go ahead and get into it. So we first start off. They announces everybody who's there, and so wait, you know what? I'm sorry. I usually do this every now and then. I talk about the best look because I know other reviewers do it. So I like to give my opinion on it because I like to hear other people's opinion, and I like watching other people's videos and see what their opinion is on best dress and worst dress. So in my opinion, best dressed two females I thought was the best dress was actually Sin and Juju. Those were the two best dressed I thought was to me. I thought Sin, her natural look, the silver diamond choker, the long black silk dress with the split. Yes, honey, I loved it, and I like black on women anyway. But yes, I love the dress. The dress was fabulous. I actually like Sin to wear her natural hair. Not saying there's anything wrong wearing weave, but there's nothing wrong with your natural hair, sis. So I don't understand why you're wearing wigs for. You looked it just fine the way you are. You look just fine. You look like yourself. And I love what she had on. I'm not gonna even lie. I loved it. That was my best dressed female besides Juju. Everything about Juju dress, I loved it. The hair, the makeup, I loved it. Same thing with Sin, loved the makeup. It wasn't too much, it wasn't too little. I like it. It was both giving me like not too plain, but plain simple, cute, extravagant at the same time. That's what I liked about it. And they both of their hair was on point. I had no complaints about their hair. Yeah, I love what they had on. They were very gorgeous women. Worst dressed female to me was Yandy. Yandy looked a hot mess. I don't know what that wet wig was. I was not here for it. I didn't like what the outfit she was wearing. She was giving me Reptile from Mortal Kombat type shit. I was not in that. Sydney Star looked like Sydney Star, a hot mess. Um, yeah, worst female dress had to be Yandy and Sydney Star. I was not here for it at all. I will say Mariah Lynn hair. I didn't care for the dress. It was giving me ice cream look, but I loved her hair. She was giving me Barbie doll tease. Like she looked like something I opened up when I was 5 years old, and it was the best Barbie doll. It was like a 2000 doll Barbie. That's what she was giving me. I loved the look. I wasn't caring for the dress. It was too much. The reunion, but Lynn had on since she been on Love and Hip Hop. Again, I don't know why she's wearing wigs, but that was the best wig you had, sis. Keep that look. But worst dressed male. I don't know what the hell Jacquay had on. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know what Jacquay had on, so I'm gonna say you could have done better. I think that's it because I actually liked it what Jonathan had on. It says him. He was giving me Ken doll tease. It was him. So I liked the pink sparkly outfit. I did not like that Rich keep wearing these overalls. I'm not here for that. These high water, not overalls, sorry, these high waters. I wasn't here for that. They way too high up. I don't need to see your ashy ankles, sir. Um, my opinion for best dressed male, to me, everybody don't have to agree. Some people say he was worse. I actually liked what Joel's had on because Joel said he wants to be comfortable, and I don't blame him. He's only going to be on this season. He's going to jail after this. So why not dress comfortably? So I actually liked what he was wearing. I felt like he was being himself, an average nigga wearing comfortable clothes. And it wasn't bad. It's not like he came out there in sandals and flip-flops with socks on. He came like he was going to a homeboy house party. I was feeling it. Like, I ain't something wrong with that. Sometimes simple is cool to be in. Like, I don't understand why people act like simple is not, but I liked it what he had on. I don't care what nobody say. And that's my opinion on best dress and worst dress. I will say Remy Ma, I like the color green. I love green. I liked her dress. Whoever did her lace front, no ma'am. No ma'am. No, ma'am. There's no reason I should be able to see the lace up here, like the fakeness up there. That shit supposed to blend in with your hair. Says my lace fronts don't even look like that. And I know your lace fronts cost more than mine. And you got way more money than me, Remy Ma. That was disgusting. And I was very, very disappointed. But let's go ahead and talk about what happened on the reunion. It's going to be quick and short because I'm not getting into all these details because, like I said, the reunion wasn't even all of that, but the season wasn't even all that. So we start off by talking about Safari. Safari is not there, and everybody had what they had to say. Basically, Sin was the only one who was like, can we just move on from the topic? Let's not talk about this man because he's not here to defend himself. And that's that. Everybody was just jumping to the conclusion. They felt like he wasn't coming because of Erica Mena. So it is what it is. And Mano sits up here and says, I just find it funny that everybody's all riled up while the man's here. He might have hurt his arm or something. You never know what's going on. And it's like, y'all already ran through this man during the season. Why are we running through this man now? Oh, and let me stop right there for a second, get off topic. Those of you who are wondering why I got this scarf on my head, because I know y'all was like, how's she talking about people hair and look at that shit on her head? First of all, this is a cute scarf. My best friend Shavonna got it for me. Hey. The reason why I got this scarf on my head, if you pay attention, my head just got braided down by her sister BB. Shout out Aisha, love her. She just did my hair, so I literally just walked in my house, was like, let me go ahead and do this review. So yeah, I'm trying to lay my head down, let it get loosened up a little bit. So I got it all up, and this shit is tight as fuck. And I got this scarf on my head. So yeah, because I gotta get ready to go to sleep tonight anyway. So therefore, that's why I got this scarf on my head before everybody try to come for me. Thank you very much. So let's move it back on with that. We jump in this segment with the whole Yandy and Kimbella falling out, and Yandy got this attitude. You can see it all on her face when Kimbella gets up and announced that her and Joel's is having a baby. Everybody's like, "Oh yay, congrats!" And she's over there like, real salty. So they get right into it. Basically, Yandy is salty because now she has seen the episode when Kimbella was talking about her children, aka Finity, the one that Yandy adopted or whatever. So now Yandy has an attitude because now she's seen with her own eyes and heard with her own ears what Kimbella really said. And if you paid attention, Kimbella said that Yandy took this little girl in before so she can look good on social media because that's how she roll. So before we start arguing about that, a lot of people said it was wrong. She was talking about the kid and this, that, and the third. And I'ma just be straight up with y'all. I don't like Yandy. I'm sorry. Like, y'all can hate me. Y'all ain't gotta watch my video. I like good and bad opinions or whatnot, but I don't like Yandy. I'm not saying Yandy's not a good person. I just don't trust nothing that come out of Yandy's mouth. Period, point blank. Yandy is a compulsive liar. And she has shown that over and over again. Now, I'm about to get on Kimbella in a minute, but Yandy just a big ass liar. I look at it like this. Anybody who can go around lying saying they married and they sent off papers and they're married by law and lied about that, not only to her friends and family and Mendeece's mom, she lied to Mendeece as well. So I look at it like this. Yandy, you do stuff for a storyline. I don't think it was for Twitter or clout. I think she did it for a storyline. And because you're Mona Scott favorite, Mona Scott not gonna give up on you. She not gonna kick you off, but she gonna want you to have some type of storyline. And I do feel like this little girl was a storyline for you. Now, with that being said, I'm not saying you didn't feel sorry for the little girl, what she was going through or whatnot, but I do believe, if I adopt this little girl, this is a storyline for me. I can talk about that on the show. Because what else could you talk about on the show besides you and Kimbella not friends no more? Both gave each other a storyline this year. Your story for Kim was you're not a good friend, you're a backstabber, and your story was that little girl this season. So I'ma just call it like it is. And y'all can hate me, but like I said, I'm not saying Yandy don't love the little girl. I just felt like it was a storyline for her. That's all I'm saying. Period. Y'all can take it how y'all feel, but I still feel like that it was a storyline. Just like the baby mamas was a storyline for Yandy one season. Just like Miriam and DC was a storyline for her. Just like his assistant that one time who supposed to been looking like Yandy and making Yandy uncomfortable was a storyline. So why is this any different? Because there's a child involved. It's a storyline. Period. Moving on from it, they both go back and forth. They're over talking to each other. Kimbella's not really trying to apologize. She just making excuses for what she said. Jules had enough. He basically said, if y'all not going to be friends, then y'all need to just shut up and leave it alone. Yandy says it's too much emotion she don't want to talk about right now. Remy Ma says, y'all not that hurt. Obviously, you love this girl in some degree because you wouldn't have went to her wedding. And I said the same thing. Y'all was kumbaya at the goddamn wedding. You was a bitch bridesmaid. Now all of a sudden we get to the reunion. We back to this attitude. Like, I'm not finna go for it. Like, I'm just over it. So it is what it is. Then we talk about Mendeecees. We talked about how Jules have to go away. He just wants somebody to be there for Kimbella and the kids. It's gonna hurt him. Yada yada yada. Moving on from that, we get this segment with Sydney Star. We see what Sydney Star looked like when he was 14, and he basically still looked the same in the face, just wearing a wig and got boobs now. That's it. And they all talk about how that was coming up for him and stuff like that. Nina, the host, asked, when did you figure out that you was gay? He basically said he was gay. He knew he was gay when he was 8 years old. He used to walk around with his mom wigs on and her high heel shoes. Basically, he was giving us Jesse Smollett's story from Empire. He said that was his life at once upon a time, so he knew he was gay ever since. And we talk about his music, and I can't remember who on the stage. I think it was Remy Ma who said, it's not cutting out, sis. Maybe you want to try something else. And Sydney gets up and hug her. And I want to let this be known. It's okay not to be a rapper. I want people to understand that. Like, if you ain't got the talent to do something, you just ain't got the talent to do something. I'm not saying you're not going to be good at anything. There's other things you can be good at. If you're not a rapper, you're just not a rapper. If you're not a singer, you're just not a singer. You know, it is what it is. And I really do feel like somebody needs to tell Sydney Star, you cannot rap. Don't give me that it's rough around the edges or that don't make sense. Or you're just talking about you got a penis between your legs. This shit all the way is just trash. And it is. It's just trash. It's not gonna go on nobody's Apple Plus. It's not gonna go on no kind of music website. It's like, I'm sorry, sis, but it's just not for you. And it's okay. Like, somebody needs to tell this girl it's okay. Maybe you want to find something else you're good at. But Sydney Star, that ain't it. Then we get to the part, why did Rich feel the way he felt about her music and this and that, and why was you so aggravated with Mariah Lynn being there? So he explains the fact that it was supposed to be a one-on-one meeting, so he was a little aggravated she even had Mariah Lynn there, and it was just, that's all he had to say. I didn't really pay too much attention because I was looking at why his pants was so high up like that. Then Mariah Lynn gets into her story about how her and Rich been on and off for 5 years. She's madly in love with him. Once upon a time, they was trying to have a baby. She could have been pregnant, but he had a vasectomy. Now they're trying to reverse that. And in the meantime, as she's telling Nina host that and everybody else stuff, he was like, shut the fuck up and let me talk. Jonathan finally backs her up, and Jonathan goes, Rich, don't talk to her like that. Like, come on now, don't talk to her like that. Rich can't take the heat, so he got to throw a tantrum, typical man. And he walks out, I'm not doing this. So now Mariah Lynn is hurt, and she's like, really, that's what we doing? Here come Nile sticking her nose where it don't belong. Want to bully somebody, talking about you making yourself look stupid, you real embarrassing or whatever. And I don't care what nobody say. I don't like Nile. I don't care for her. And I felt like, Nile, You had no business coming from Mariah Lynn. Now, I'm not going to say she didn't embarrass herself. Yes, she did. And yes, Rich embarrassed her too. But as a woman, you don't judge somebody like that. You don't sit up and tell my son, you looking real stupid. Nah, Lee, you've been looking stupid on this whole season. You can't dress. You've been trying to fight a transgender for what? And then on top of that, you embarrass yourself with the wig you had on at this reunion. You embarrass yourself with the whole outfit you had on this reunion. So for you to even come at Mariah Lynn, you just want to attack her about something because you still feeling salty about that episode when y'all got into it, when y'all was at that bender. I'm not here for that fuck shit. And I didn't like that. And part of me wish Mariah Lynn would have just took off her shoe and threw it at your ass. Like, for real. Then she goes back there. She tells Rich, you embarrass me. You got my enemy talking crazy to me. He tells her to go upstairs. He gonna go back outside. They move on. And they finally ask Rich, is he in love with Mariah Lynn? He say, yeah. What the fuck, y'all? We move on from that. Who else they talked about? I don't know who else they talked about. Like I said, the season, the reunion wasn't really all of that. Oh yeah, they talked about Joe and Sin, and we get into the sad part that Sin's parents found out she was raped when they saw the episode. And Joe's her best friend. They have their issues. They're working things out. They sometimes bump heads, but they're good. Joe loves this woman, and he rides for her and his kid. And I don't even know what else they talked about. All I know is they get a guest at the end and come to find out it's Safari. And that's it. And Safari's going to come out there next week. We're going to see old man Richie jump over, attack this man. At this point, I see where Mano coming from. It's crazy how this one man got y'all this bent out of shape. Because the woman he wants to be with. Y'all giving Erica that much attention. Erica, you doing something right, baby. You know what that song said? You know how to get a bitch mad, don't you? Erica mad, don't she? Like, just her name leaves a bad taste in all y'all mouths. To the point, y'all gotta attack Safari. Y'all tell me what y'all thought about this reunion. It was boring to me, but that was that. I'm just glad the season finna be over with. We finna jump into Love and Hip Hop Atlanta soon. Just one more episode of this reunion next week, and it'll be finally over. So thank you guys for clicking this video. Like, subscribe, share, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.